Inigo Philbrick, the guy who just got out of prison for...
I'm so obsessed with this story.
What's your take on Inigo?
So it's Nimrod.
I mean, he just sounds like such a wanker, doesn't he? But also, what a brilliant story. And I think it's so cinematic and also it's so enjoyable because awful things happen, but you don't feel like required to feel particularly bad for anyone involved because
the victims are rich. All the victims are...
The victims are really rich and lots of them sound like total nightmares. And like the setting is glamorous. The crimes have big numbers involved. Like it's... Yeah.
I was going to go meet him. I was in New York. I was going to go meet him, but apparently he can't leave Rhode Island. He's got an ankle monitor.
Wow.
And you don't want to go to Rhode Island.
Yeah. He kept sending me pictures on DMs of his monitor to show. And I didn't realize it's so far to go to Rhode Island. And Victoria, his wife from Made in Chelsea. She's a great character.
It's like a new Goodfellas film. We need to go and film this.
But also people trying to ride him. People trying to take advantage of Inigo now. Like there's a guy called Orlando Whitfield just released a book.
All the Glitters,
The Best Friend. Yeah. Do you know the book? What's your take on it?
I've read extracts, but I haven't read the book yet.
And it's not even the first Best Friend because Kenny Schachter already published The Best Friend of Inigo, New York Magazine story. So even this niche has been done. But now this Orlando guy is trying to sell the book to HBO. He never sent Inigo a copy of the book. Never even mentioned Inigo in the cover. Because it says glitters on the cover. It's all about Inigo. Never gave him a right to reply. Inigo says there's many factual mistakes. And he was participating in the schemes. He was his best friend, he says. And now he's trying to sell it to HBO. But maybe Inigo should sell his own upcoming book to HBO and not the best friend who's taking... Because Anna Delvey had a best friend who tried to do just the same.
They need to deliver these books quicker. Inigo needs his book out now, you know? Like...
How does it work as well with these laws about like what you can profit off with your crimes?
Good question. Yeah. Anna Delvey couldn't take the Netflix money initially or still. With Inigo, I think he's out of prison. He's trying to sell art again.
I love that.
To me.
To you?
Yeah, he DM'd me, let's do some sales.
You should do it.
I was just, let's
And then in 10
hang out.
years, you can write a book being like, I was scammed by Inigo Philbrick.
It's better than being best friend. Being scammed, that's what I want to read. Best friends are like, doesn't. And Inigo sent like an empty crate sometimes, pretending there's a painting in it, allegedly. And people never open the crate because they just, I got it. I don't have space to hang it anyway.
They're embarrassed that they just spent that much money on art. They prefer to leave it in the crate.
And they were happy to own...
Also very ugly art quite often.
Also, a new piece of art could just be the shipping crates.
That's true.
On the plinth.
Inigo used the wrong defense. He should have been like, this whole thing was performance art. Exactly. I was exposing the truth of the art industry and kind of capitalism.
And the mastery of the market of selling 10% of the painting and nobody wanting to take it. That's genius.
And then he could sell the whole thing for like 100 million to some collector.
Yeah. Because who wants to take it home anyway? It's so heavy.
He could send like an empty manuscript and it's like, this is the...
I want to buy 5% of a Messalina sculpture and leave it with you. And if it goes up in value, I'll just sell it, the portion.
I mean, the art world has always been so dodgy, right?
Yeah. And
right from the start.
Totally, and you have to admire the dodgiest of dodgiest if he plays the system.
Yeah.
And like, if people didn't really, his clients didn't really care about art. They cared about the commodity.
Yeah.
He's famous now, though, hugely. He should have his own gallery. He should have a gallery and a
So I offered him to do a group show with all the artists that he likes that supported him while he was in prison.
Yeah.
Were there a lot that did?
Some were like sympathetic.
Also, the book about his prison.
Yes.
That's what people want to read. How many... weeks did he do? Years? What did he do?
Yeah, and he did sketches in prison of notes and scribbles he's giving them to some library.
Prison books. That's what people want. They want to see you.
I would trust that more than a best friend.
Also, he feels like the person who would not do well in prison.
Yeah.
But didn't he also would have gone to like a luxury prison, no? For like...
Maybe, compared to like non-luxury prisons.
It's not South Central.
Also, I went to the Orlando Book
Talk. I love
Talk.
the concept of a luxury prison.
Yeah.
Oh my God, house arrest is like the most luxurious, you know?
Depends how nice your house is.
You have to stay in your house for a whole year.
I went to the book talk of the Orlando book about Inigo and no questions. They won't let me ask anything.
Really?
Like, and I said, when I got in, I was like, I'm friends of Henry Hudson and I thought me and Orlando are friends. But then he was like, no, he's not your friend.
Wow.
Now he's selling an HBO show. Using Inigo, he would not take any questions.
My God.
And he had the litigation lawyer like kept mentioning him, libel lawyer.
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't taking any questions.
I guess,
He's scared to say anything.
Is he going to get sued, do you think?
Inigo says it's full of mistakes and that he should given him a right to comment.
Yeah, for sure he should have.
Yeah, and he blocked Inigo and his wife on WhatsApp and Instagram.
My God.
If you're a writer you're not blocking your subject.
Yeah, and also his whole thing is like, I saw this corrupt world where all the friendships were fake, and I decided to kind of leave that world and become a new person, right? And then what he does is go and profit off selling his old friend down the river.
Yeah.
That feels
totally.
like
That's not very modern. That's like that is basically how most people socialize nowadays, isn't it? I mean, it's
God, that's such a depressing take.
Like, tell me something deep and personal because you think I'm like caring, compassionate, and trustworthy, and
I'll
then
just be typing it up on the side.
you watch your rumor spread with wings. You know, like